Hello humans, I'm TheAlienDoctor, but you could call me Alien, and welcome back to another video here on Pinacraft Season 3. We are starting things off down here at the bottom of this cave, because over here we have AlienBot, who is currently AFK. AlienBot, hello, could you wake up? Hello, Alien. Yep, hi. So this is AlienBot, and if you didn't watch the previous few episodes of AlienCraft, or the finale episodes of AlienCraft, then you won't know. But we now have AlienBot over here, who is going to be helping us out with some stuff here on Pinacraft, including AFKing at farms and doing various time lapses and stuff like that. So cool, we now have AlienBot. So do you need anything? No, everything's good right now. Okay, in that case, I will carry on with what I was doing. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to get that out of the way, because I know some of you don't watch AlienCraft, but it's fine, because AlienCraft is over anyway. It's only Pinacraft. Pinacraft forever. You see, in the previous episode, we kind of ran into some issues with the fortress farm, because big magmas, you see, they're a pain. Essentially, what was happening is the magmas were basically breaking their way out of the portal or the kill chamber due to them just being really quite big. So the issue that we need to solve now is the magmas. If you saw the last episode, then you'll know that the magmas were able to glitch out of the kill chamber, making this farm kind of hard to AFK at because the magmas would come and kill you. It's specifically big magmas, I think, that were the issue, and possibly medium magmas as well. But that's the issue that we need to solve, so let's see what we can do. And coming into my testing world, we have quite the contraption built up here to fix this issue. So ignore this side, because that side I didn't really bother transferring everything over. This side is where I was doing most of this stuff, so I'll show you what happens. But essentially, we would have the portal here where the mobs would come out. Now, the issue is, of course, magma cubes, and after doing some testing, it's actually the big magma cubes, those magma cubes. If you could just go there, okay, or not. Thanks for that. So the issue is these big magma cubes, because they can't go into these 2x2 holes where the trident killer is, because, well, they simply don't fit. So what's the easiest way to damage them enough so that they die and split up into smaller magmas? Well, that's powdered snow. You see, magmas cannot die from magma. They cannot die from lava. They can die from wither roses, and they can also die from powdered snow. One of the useful things about powdered snow is it can be placed one block above the ground. It can float, essentially, whereas, of course, wither roses cannot be floating in the air, which means it's actually much easier to use the powdered snow to split up magmas. If I get in a medium-sized magma in there, for example, you can see there that eventually it will actually die from the powdered snow splitting up into the smaller ones. So this is what I've come up with that uses powdered snow to basically break up the magmas, and it's a whole lot of pistons, so let's turn it on. So you can see there that the magma is now perfectly trapped inside of the powdered snow and will eventually begin dying and, well, break up into lots of smaller magmas. And there we go, it's died. It's now the medium magmas, and the medium magmas will either get pushed into the trident killer, there we go, or they'll die in the powdered snow, although they should just get pushed. Now, the other good thing about this design is if any actual mobs, like, for example, wither skeletons, get trapped on the powdered snow, they will actually get pushed from the pistons, and I need to turn this side on, but they will actually get pushed from the pistons and basically go into the trident killer. Although for some reason, those wither skeletons are actually floating, which is weird. Well, you can see that they eventually fall in and don't die to the powdered snow, which is what we want. We don't really want any mobs dying to the powdered snow unless it's magma that's getting broken apart. The reason for that is we can't then collect the drops, and also we can't get the looting effect and XP and all that sort of thing. So having these pistons here to actually push the mobs out of the powdered snow, as I just demonstrated there, really is quite a useful thing. So even if a mob lands in this corner, it will get pushed there and then pushed into there. So you can see that there's nowhere the mobs can get trapped in the powdered snow. They will all end up in the trident killer. So over here on the Pinacraft Season 3 server, you can see I've already began working on a couple of stuff. If you're wondering, I'm actually recording this after recording the previous episode now, which is why it looks like there's not too much over here. It's because well, It's because I've already recorded a completely different video in the time it took me to build this, basically. So what we just have here is essentially just the powdered snow part of things. And we're actually using buttons over here instead of coral fans because they added back in buttons being used as pathfinding. So mobs will now see buttons as a block they can pathfind over, which is good. So all we need to do now is tweak it a little bit and add in the pistons. Oh, and if you're wondering, I did actually run this earlier just to make sure that the powdered snow stuff was working, which it was, but we do need to make sure there are some blocks over it. Otherwise, skeletons will, well, burn in the daylight and then melt our powdered snow, which is not good. So that's why I've just got some temporary blocks. It was just whatever I had in my inventory at the time. And one other thing is that we are completely, or not completely, but almost completely full up of various stuff because, yeah, as you can see, I did do a couple of tests, or more than a couple of tests on this farm. And already after beginning to build this thing in the actual real world instead of the testing world, it's occurred to me that I had overcomplicated the piston layout a little bit. I had pistons up here and over there and all sorts of stuff, when in reality, we just need a row on this side, 2 here, and then a row on the other side. If you could stop shooting at me, that would be excellent. I'm trying to record a clip here. Thank you. The reason for that is because if any do get stuck in the corner, which was originally why I had the overcomplicated piston layout, then they'll just get pushed by this piston, and then they'll get pushed by this piston here. So we just need to make sure that we have these on alternating timings, and then it'll all be fine. Not too long later, and we now have the pistons in as well for this farm. Oh, so there is AlienBot, and he actually has this like teleport item that all of the other camera accounts have as well. So he can actually easily teleport to me and even to go into like a camera mode and stuff. It's very fancy. Anyway. Okay, and AlienBot has just turned on the farm, which means we should start seeing some stuff. And he's also now in the AFK spot. So we can already see there, we got some wither skeletons and some blazes coming through. Excellent. And they should all just head down here to the bottom, where we should turn on the trident killer real quickly. And of course, the server's restarting in 5 minutes, so we do need to be careful of that. But there we go. Mobs are dying. And yes, nothing is getting trapped up in the powdered snow, which is exactly what we want. Other than, of course, the big magmas, which are meant to get trapped up in the powdered snow. And yeah, that seems to be working really, really well. Excellent. And I'm assuming that we should have some XP building up inside there, which I can use to repair my gear. Because this farm is just amazing and incredibly loud and very cool. Oh, excellent. And yeah, you can see there, those magmas are just dying in the powdered snow. And eventually they will break apart into multiple magmas and go in the kill chamber. Excellent. And you can also see there, the blazes are going all the way down to the bottom of the kill chamber. That's because I'm actually 1 block below them. Blazes always want to be a little bit lower than you. So by me being 1 block lower than the kill chamber, it means they'll come down to try and kill me. And 1 baby magma has escaped, which I'd say out of all of the other magmas that we've had up there, really isn't that bad. And of course, we're also getting an absolute ton of stuff, and this chest is so nearly, or that hopper minecart is so nearly filled up, and all of the experience as well. Excellent, excellent, excellent. This farm is just so cool. So now AlienBot is actually going to go ahead and log out real quickly, because I am intrigued to see if any mobs around here have escaped that I can see. Or was it just that 1 magma? Okay, yeah, excellent. I can't see any escaped magma, which means that this farm is, or this kill chamber is very, very much a success. Oh, okay, well, the magma probably escaped from that hole that I left there, actually, because that was for AlienBot to go through the portal. So that's probably why the magma got out. So now what I'm going to do is turn off the trident killers so they don't break during the server restart, and then I'll see you when the server's restarted. Ooh, many XP. Okay, just from going in there and collecting all of the wither skeleton skulls that the storage couldn't pick up, because obviously it's so full, we now have 10 more wither skeleton skulls to our name, which is just amazing. And I wouldn't be surprised if we have some more in the storage as well. So this is excellent news. Now, I think the first thing that we should do if we're going to be building some sort of structure around this kill chamber is to actually clear out an area to build a structure. Because if I just fly up into the air so that you can see for a second, we haven't got a ton of space around the kill chamber to actually build anything yet. In terms of the area that it is in, it's not the best one. We had to use this area because of portal linking. So as you saw just then, I've basically got around mining out all the dirt in this area, and I've just had a kind of a different idea to what I was originally going to do. Originally, I wanted to build up a structure around the actual kill chamber thingy-mabob to, you know, just build up a structure and decorate it, and we could decorate the inside as well and the outside, and it would look nice. However, what happens if we just hide it? So my new plan that I'm considering doing would be to terraform the mountain so that it actually goes over the kill chamber and, like, basically hides it like that. We need to do a little bit of terraforming because we literally need to make a cliff. I have no idea where to start on this at all. So this is going to be an interesting one. And yeah, I don't really do terraforming that often. So I will probably be really bad at it, so don't judge. But that's what I'm going to attempt to try and figure out how to do now. I mean, if we take a look over here, the top of the sort of, you know, mountain cliff is sort of here. With snow, it's a little bit higher. So I think this is something that we're going to be able to do with a little bit of terraforming. I need to channel my inner good times with Scar right now. So with that time lapse in a similar style to how Good Times with Scar would do it, yes, I may have used the same music as him, we now have a fully constructed mountain, which is good news. Now, what was not good news is that you may have noticed towards the end of the time lapse that things were starting to freeze up a little bit, and that's because my laptop isn't very good at recording. And I don't know why, but for that time-lapse session, there must have been something happening in the background or something, but it was just freezing all over the place during the later time-lapse recordings. So I did unfortunately have to cut that time-lapse a little bit short, which is why you didn't see the entire construction of this mountain. However, this will be solved soon because my new laptop is actually arriving tomorrow, which is good news. Anyway, now I would like to point out that terraforming really isn't my thing, and I feel like, you know, at the later stages of this, sort of near the bottom, I perhaps got a little bit lazy, as you can see there, and it started to look a lot more blocky, but it's kind of hard for something not to look blocky in a block game. So yeah, and look, we're even having some foxes spawn. See, look, this is real. Now, I do have some ideas for the actual interior for this place, but I'm still not 100% sure what I want to do. Also, we, of course, do have the storage to sort out as well. Okay, you know what? Let's actually fix the storage temporarily. I feel like we need a temporary fix for the storage, let's be honest. There we go. I think this chest staircase should just about be enough for now, temporarily. Now we're going to get AlienBot back online, and we're going to run the farm again for much longer this time, because I want to see how many drops we can actually get from this thing right after the server restarts, of course. Waiting for the kick. It's going to come any second now. There we go. All right, so here we have AlienBot back again, and you're ready to go back into the nether, right, and load the farm?
Yep, I am all set and ready. If you could just, like, break a way up into there so that I could get in, that would be nice.
Okay, you have a good point. Yeah, you should probably activate your spectator mode, by the way. You don't want to die.
Good point.
There we go. Excellent. It's now in camera mode, and it can go through the portal, and we, of course, need to close the glass behind it. Anyway, so in terms of the on and off system we have for this thing, it's basically non-existent. So we need to place down that redstone torch, which will activate those pistons. And yep, they are all running. We need to click that and that. And now AlienBot needs to press the on switch, which he just has. And he is also almost in the AFK spot. Yep, he is now. And there we go. We are getting many, many mobs coming through. So I'm just going to sit here for a bit because I want to see what sort of drops we end up getting on this thing. So this is the alien editor here, just coming in to say that I thought I was recording when I actually stopped AFKing at this farm. But apparently I wasn't. So, well, I stopped AFKing at the farm and I AFK'd there for about 10 minutes, I think it was. And yeah, now you're going to see all of the various drops that I get, or that we got from this farm as well. Very professional videos being made today. 100% no recording errors. I mean, look, I literally just recorded this clip. Like, not even intentionally, and it's literally just got me watching a video in the background whilst mining some stuff and that sort of thing. Like, I think I thought I was recording when I wasn't, so then when I pressed stop recording, I started recording by accident, and yeah, Well, professional video maker, clearly. I'm gonna stop now. So I've gone ahead and grabbed all of the various different items from the actual storage, or temporary storage, that we are probably going to need. So I've left all of the various different stone swords and chain helmets and bows and rotten flesh and that sort of thing, and just grabbed the slightly more valuable stuff. So what we actually have is this one, first of all, which has got ourselves an absolute ton of blaze rods and magma cubes, as well as 23 wither skeleton skulls, which is excellent. We have an absolute ton of bones, which is super duper useful, and some arrows as well. We're not getting as many arrows as I thought from this farm, which, to be honest, is probably a good thing. We also have a whole lot of coal, which I feel like we're probably going to be able to sell to someone. I'm pretty sure Cam needs lots of coal. We then have this box full of gold gear that I can smelt down, and then this box full of gold gear, gold nuggets, and gold ingots that I can also smelt down and grindstone down for experience, which is good. So basically, somehow this is also producing us a really small amount of gold, which I'm not complaining. It's actually very good because they shouldn't be able to spawn from the nether portal light level, and in my testing they didn't, which makes me think this is possibly a bug. So I don't know how long we'll actually be getting gold from this farm, but I mean, hey, we might as well use it whilst it lasts. So first of all, I've come over here to the shopping district where some stuff has happened since the last time I showed it. So I can't remember when the last time I showed you this place was, but as you can see there, the actual town hall has fully been constructed now, and I believe it was Panape that, well, I know it was Panape that did the majority of this, and he's also started working on an awesome armor stand scene as well, as you can see up there. We've already got Redstone Chicken, who I think is shooting Jerry, and I don't know if he's got anybody else. Either way, that is super duper cool. Nate does some awesome stuff with armor stands, and you should go check out his channel. Whoa, we have mail now. Wait, when did this happen? Excellent. Well, we have a mail system now. That's awesome. This is one of my suggestions, I think. I suggested a mail system a while ago, so I take all the credit for that. Yes, please. Anyway, we're getting distracted. Oh, there's stuff over here. I've seen that, though. Oh, my goodness. The shopping district is growing, and then we have my shop down here, which has probably not had any sales because it's not fully open yet. Yeah, so nothing has prices on, so nobody's bought anything because nobody knows how much it costs. Might be a little bit of an issue. It'll be fine. Anyway, so I came here to stock the blaze rods because we just have many, many, many blaze rods from the farm that we can stock now. So that's excellent. And we don't even have a slot for magma cream. That's not very good, is it? Well, I'm going to make a bit for magma cream. We are now selling magma cream in this one right there. There we go. Because who needs planning? I think we should probably put a little bit of signage up. Perhaps a Why am I Steve? Oh, what? That's so weird. Okay, well, I admit I have, like, restarted the game, so I haven't got the FOV changer, but that's weird. My skin's broke. There we go. Much better. As I was saying, we should probably do some signage up here. Probably put a sign just to say it's a nether shop or something. And then also probably start putting in the prices, just so at least we can sell stuff in the meantime. So I've gone ahead and added prices to everything now. So whilst I'm talking, I'm just gonna, look at each one so you can see how much it is. All of these prices probably aren't final, and obviously some of them will change once we have farms built up for them and that sort of thing. And like here, for example, we of course don't have anything yet. This is going to be for the blue, I forgot what it's called, warped wood. That's what that's going to be for. And yes, some of these prices will of course change depending on what sells and what doesn't sell and that sort of thing. But they're all stacked in stacks of 64 for now, except the netherite ingots. So yeah, that's like 1 diamond per stack of blaze rods, for example. And it'll probably stay like that. Now, of course, there is some stuff that we're going to need to get urgently in stock. For example, we don't really have any gold that we can stock right now because we don't have a gold farm. But we're going to build a gold farm next episode, so it's all going to be fine. Don't worry about it. I've added that sign there to say that all item prices are as stacked, and we have this sign right there that says Alien's Nether Shop as well, so people know that it's a Nether Shop in case they can't tell. I'm going to take that down. That was flawed. Don't blame me. And at some point on a live stream, perhaps, or we'll have to talk to Froggy as well, I think we should try and, you know, expand the shopping district down here, because currently there's no other shops in this area of the cave. So most people probably don't even realize it exists. But that's because at the time I built that shop, there wasn't any space up here. And to be honest, there's still not a ton of space up here either. The main thing that we're going to be focusing on in the next couple of episodes is the Nether Shop. Trying to get this Nether Shop to be as stocked as possible. So we obviously need things like the salt farms. We need things like a gold farm so that we can run the piglin bartering, which will help us get lots of these items. We need, you know, nether warp farms and all that jazz. To be honest, after that, I'm pretty sure we'll have everything up and running, other than, of course, well, we can't really farm netherite. We can only use a tunnel bore to get it. But, you know, the tunnel bore works pretty well, if you ask me. And also, I'm not sure how we're going to farm that, the nether woods. But, well, we'll have to wait for future Alien to fix that problem because, well, it's time for current Alien to end the episode. So thank you ever so much for watching. If you're interested in more Minecraft Bedrock Edition survival content like this, then don't forget to subscribe today to join the Alien Empire. If you enjoyed this video, then you might like the one on stream. Not stream. If you enjoyed this video, you might like the one on screen, so go check it out. Thanks to my supporters. Bye.